Welcome to the Computer Literacy Center's online instructional video about creating tables, charts, and SmartArt graphics in a Google slide. Tables, charts, and SmartArt graphics allow us to present information in a visual manner that enhances the information and helps better engage the reader. My name is Eileen Cummings, and I'll be guiding you through this tutorial. In this video, we will insert and format a table, a chart, and SmartArt in a Google slide presentation. First, let's look at an example of a presentation that has each of the elements we're going to create in it. As you can see, the table is well organized and the information is easy to read. On this next slide, the chart is simple and easy to understand. On this last slide, the SmartArt is easy to follow and read. Now let's create a presentation of our own with these elements. If you would like to follow along with the instruction, find the start file bundled with this module and save it as your own. To begin, click on the second slide of the presentation labeled Table. We're going to start by inserting a table. To do that, click on the Insert tab in the main menu. Hover over Table and select the number of columns and rows that you want in the little pop-up box that appears to the right of the drop-down menu. I chose to do 2 columns and 7 rows. To make the table a little bigger so it fills the slide more, click and drag one of the handles in the corners to make it bigger, then drag the table to the center of the slide. A red line will appear in the center of the table that extends from the top to the bottom of the slide when it's centered. To make the table easier to read when there's information in it, we'll make the background of every other row light blue. To do that, highlight the row you want to start with by clicking and dragging across it. I'm starting with the top. Then click on the paint bucket icon in the main menu. Select a light blue, or other light color, and the background of that row will be that color. Repeat that process for every other row until you reach the bottom of the table. Once you've finished formatting the table, click on the next slide labeled Chart. To insert a chart, click on the Insert tab in the main menu, then click on the arrow next to Chart. This will open a pop-up box with different types of charts for you to choose from. Click on whatever style of chart you want to insert. I'm choosing Line, and it'll be inserted onto the slide. To format the chart and edit it, click on the arrow next to the link icon in the top right corner of the chart, then click on Open Source in the menu that appears. This will take you to a new tab with the Google Sheet that has all the data in the chart. To change the data in the chart, scroll up to the top of the sheet where it has all the information that's in the chart. To change the labels or numbers, double-click on the cell of the information that you would like to change, then delete the information that's in that cell and type in your information. The chart will automatically adjust to match the changes you make. To change the colors or number of increment lines and such, click on the chart, then click on the 3 dots in the top right corner, then click Edit Chart. This opens a chart editor pane on the right side of your screen. Click on Customize. To change the color of the data lines, click on Series, then click on the arrow next to Apply to All Series and select Period 1 or Period 2. I'll start with Period 1. To change the color of the line, click on the drop-down menu under Line Color and select a color you like. You can also change the line dash type, thickness, and opacity. I want to add points to my chart, so I'm going to click on the drop-down menu under Point Shape and select a shape I like. I'll go with Star. To change the other line, click on the drop-down arrow next to Period 1 and select Period 2. Then follow the same steps we did to adjust it to your liking. If you want to change the legend, click on the drop-down arrow next to Legend in the Customize menu, then change the font color and format to what you like. If you don't like having it at the top, then you can click on the drop-down arrow under Position and choose where you want it to be placed. I'm going to leave mine where it is. You can also change the font of the legend if you want to. There are many things that we could adjust on the chart, but the changes we've made are sufficient. Click on the tab with your presentation at the top of your screen to get back to the presentation. Once you're back, click the Update button on the chart and it will change to match all the adjustments we made. To make the chart bigger, click on it, then click and drag the handles in the corners to expand it. Drag it to where you want it on the slide and it's done. Now that we've got our chart the way we want it, let's insert some SmartArt. Go to the last slide titled SmartArt, then click on the Insert tab in the main menu. Click on Diagram and select a type of diagram from the Diagrams pane on the right side of your screen. I'm going to do a cycle. You can adjust the number of steps in the diagram and the color of the diagram in the two drop-down boxes at the top of the cycle menu. I'm going to change it to 4 steps and then change the color to a light blue-green. Click on the style of diagram you like. I'm doing the top one, and it's automatically inserted onto the slide. Click the X in the corner of the pane to close it and we'll format our diagram. Before we try to expand the diagram, we're going to group all the pieces together. To do that, click in a blank part of the slide close to the diagram, then drag up till there's a box surrounding it. This selects all the pieces of the diagram. Press Ctrl-Alt-G on your keyboard to group the pieces together. This allows you to expand and shrink the diagram without having to do it one piece at a time. To change the text in the diagram, click on the piece of text you want to change first, then delete the filler text and type your own. I'm going to type EAT in the top section, then live, learn, and sleep, going clockwise. The text looks a bit small, so to make it bigger, click on whichever word you want to start with. I'll start with EAT. Select it, and then increase the font size by clicking on the plus button next to the font size box in the main menu, or by typing a number in the font size box and then pressing Enter. Once you've made all the changes to the text that you want to, you're done. In this video, we inserted and formatted a table, chart, and SmartArt in a Google Slide presentation. For more information about Google Slides and other computer literacy topics, visit our website at weber.edu/clc.